Hey there, fine people. Welcome back to my channel. I got my Orly color pass for this quarter. This is Cloudscape, and the contents of the box don't seem to match the cover. But I'm super excited. I've already seen everybody else's swatches, or a lot of swatches anyways, and this is a nice collection. It came with these stickers, and some of them are kind of weird, I gotta admit. We've got a green cloud and an orange cloud and black stars. I really like these black swallows, and I do like the clouds and the moons. We got a purple, yellow, and white moon. And I'm not super into hot air balloons, but they don't bother me. I don't use a lot of stickers anyway. Oh, on my hands, let's see. I'm wearing Moonshine Manny Superstar. This is 3 coats. Probably could have got away with 2, but had a little bit of translucency at the tips. If I'd applied it better, I could have gotten away with 2. Anyway, this is not about Moonshine Manny, this is about Orly. And it came with this card, and I didn't feel like one of these polishes really matched that picture very well. I'll show that in a minute. Some nail art techniques. Oh, and the other freebie is Sour Time to Shine, an Orly breathable. So let's pull this out. If you see what I mean here, hopefully my phone will pick this up. This looks just like a standard purple in the picture, and this is a very blue leaning purple. And this is supposedly, everybody's calling this lavender. To me, it's a very light blue, and it looks gray in the picture. Let's see. I feel like the red is a little desaturated, not quite a match here, but the orange and yellow and green all look pretty close. And let's see. This one's pretty close too. Now these on the back, these match pretty well. So, not that this card is that important. And one thing that's nice so far that I've noticed, they're not quite as sticky to the box. I didn't pull up any, giant chunks of paper. So here we are, and I'll be back with some swatches. And I'm not going to do them in this order. I'm going to start with this lavender and go lavender, green, yellow, orange, red, and purple. I'm going from lightest to darkest, just in case I can't get it off my cuticles or something. I hopefully won't get grungier and grungier as I do the swatches. Oh, one more thing. I guess last quarter, people were disappointed because there were so many shimmers. And in this one, we've only got one shimmer. That's this yellow. It's yellow with an orange shimmer. Maybe I'm just a weirdo. I prefer shimmers. I think they're more beginner friendly. I feel like creams, you got to be super precise and do great cleanup. And I don't know, maybe it's just my imagination. I always feel like shimmers and glitters and all of those things are more forgiving for if you're not super careful with your application. So there's that. I'll be back with some swatches. The first coat of Stratosphere, and as I was editing this, it does look a lot more lavender than what I thought it did in the bottle or in my office. But on my monitor, it looks a lot more purple. All of these dry down pretty matte, and they all have quite a squishy look to them, but they're not at all translucent enough to do like a jelly sandwich or something like that. They're very opaque in two coats. So here it is under really bright white lights in my office. This was two coats and they evened out beautifully. My big problem with colors like this is it brings out the blue undertones I have in my skin and just make me look horrible. It's not a flattering color for me. This is the mixed lighting of my living room. I've got some windows and a couple of different light sources. Here we are outside in the full sun. I used Sally Hansen Insta-Dry top coat on all of these. Okay, this is Sour Time to Shine. A pretty green, a chartreuse green, yellow. Probably should have cleaned my brush off a little more. Okay, second coat of Sour Time to Shine. The first coat seemed to dry down a little bit matte. And it's almost a one coater. Okay, here is two coats of Sour Time to Shine. I love this in the bottle, but on I do not like. It's way too, I mean, everybody's comparing these to like almost neons. This looks like highlighter yellow on me. Okay, here's some mixed lighting in my living room. Not, again, just not great on me. And here we are outside in the full sun. It's not good. Not good. It just brings out the worst shades of my skin. My hands are kind of cold, but... First coat of Field of Wonder. One thing I was shocked to discover when I joined the nail polish community was that many of you agree with me that pastels are not the best. So despite not liking pastels, the formula on all of these is very easy to work with. Second coat of Field of Wonder. I'm liking this much better than Sour Time to Shine, despite it being a pastel. It's green, so it's got that going for it. Have I mentioned green is my favorite nail polish color? Field of Wonder in my bright office lighting with a glossy top coat. Looking very shiny, very springy. And in my living room, bright sunshine. I won't always be able to do outdoor sunshine swatches, given that I live in the Midwest and half the year we don't have any sun. Okay, we have Sunny Side Up, the single shimmer. I really enjoy the shimmer on this one, even on the first coat. It's an orangey red shimmer in the yellow, makes it really pop. Second coat of Sunny Side Up. Oh, I didn't get enough on the brush. Oh, now I have too much on the brush. I'm surprised that I only needed 2 coats of this to be fully opaque. Sunny side up in my office, looking all bright and sunny. Kind of hard to see the shimmer there. And in my living room, again, the shimmer is a little bit hidden. And outside in the bright sun, you can really see that shimmer. Okay, I'm back. And I'm doing, let's see, what is this? New Horizons. Second coat of New Horizons. Orange is my favorite color and my second favorite nail polish color. So I love this. It's just a really interesting shade of orange. I didn't notice that big bubble that I had in this on my ring finger until I was editing. So voice over me, ignore that bubble. Okay, we have Take Flight, coat 1. Take Flight, the second coat. This is a really bright pinky red that typically wouldn't be something I'd buy for myself. So I actually like the way this looks on me, and I'm glad that I received it. In my office lighting, looks a little bit corally, I guess. And in my living room, natural light plus some other lighting. And in full sun, like most things, it looks stunning. And finally, Indigo Skies. To clean that brush off. Have I mentioned purple isn't my favorite color? This is a very blue leaning purple, and my husband, in fact, called it blue when he saw it. But predominantly, I would say it's purple. That said, this is almost a one coater. It's really impressive. Here is 2 coats of Indigo Skies. And in my living room. And finally, in full sun. They were all opaque for me in 2 coats, and that is over my slightly opaque builder gel. I use Accents Luxio Build, a blend of colors, but yeah, I think they looked really good in 2 coats. Everything dried down except for the shimmer, and I didn't pay attention to the breathable. Oh, I've got these wrong. I didn't pay attention to if the breathable dried down to a matte finish, but all the creams in this collection did. And I covered everything with a glossy top coat. They dried really quickly. I thought the formula was great. Easy cleanup. No issues applying anything. So of these, I did not care for, let's see, on my skin tone, I did not care for Indigo Skies, Stratosphere, Sour Time to Shine, and I wouldn't be a huge fan of Take Flight just because I'm not a huge red fan, but I thought it looked good on my skin tone. And this one, I was describing it to my husband as school bus yellow. If I need to do something with school bus yellow, I will have it, even though there's a shimmer in there. It is so bright yellow. I guess I'm not into super bright colors, but that's just me. I like more earth tones. So, and I'm surprised I didn't like this one on me. It just looked horrible. I have another thing I wanted to do with all of these polishes. So I'll be back when I do that. I wanted to do something a little extra, and I do a lot of stamping, so I wanted to see if any of these Orlys that came in my color pass would stamp. Okay, so I used this Nicole Diary and I used the Mountain in the pink moon nails I just posted. So if you watch that, you'll see this stamped in white with regular stamping polish. So I'm familiar with this plate, and I know that I don't generally have any trouble picking up this image. And I've got 7 black tips and 7 white tips. I'm going to show each color on black and white. It is Sour Time to Shine, okay, so I missed a couple spots there. I'll try it again just to make sure I'm giving everything a fair shake. So when you're doing this kind of stuff, you want to keep the acetone away from your fingers if you already have polish on them. I have this claw thing I got from Amazon, but you can also use a clothespin or just anything you can, that has a little bit of length to it that you can clip or grab with. I'm still having a little trouble picking that up right there, but I'm gonna just move on. So it shows up on the white, not super opaque, but if you were looking for that shade, it would show up. Typically, I think that if you're using regular nail polish, if it's a 1-coater, you should, and it doesn't dries quickly but not too quickly, you should be able to stamp with it. I think Essie makes a lot of 1-coaters. I don't have that many Essies, but I tried a few of them the other day and had decent results. So that shows up decent on black. Doesn't really show up that it's yellow or green. Kind of looks like a gray almost, but I'm surprised it shows up so well over black. Next, I'll do Field of Wonder. Another reason I wanted to choose this image is it's got a good mix of thick and fine lines. So that doesn't show that shows up pretty good on white. Not too bad. Oops. I'm really pleasantly surprised at how well these are stamping over black. Again, there's not too much difference between these on black, but you can see them. Let's do Stratosphere. Even just putting this down, it's a little bit more translucent. I can see the texture of it on the white, but it does not show up very well at all. I mean, and that's not surprising. And let's do it over black. Okay, so just like the two greenish yellows, it's a little washed out on the black. And you can barely see it on the white, but there it is. Okay, so this one was pretty sheer. Don't have high expectations for it. But you never know. Shimmers can do funny things over dark colors. Start with white. Oh, that shows up really good over white. You can see the shimmer. Yeah, I like that. I don't know if you've noticed, there's a little bit of really fine detail right up at the top. Wow. That looks really cool over black. Neat. It, over black, just like the orangey red color, that's the shimmer, just pops. Love that. Okay, next is New Horizons. Oh, that looks really good over white. Yeah, that looks great. Again, washed out on the black, but you get the idea that it's orange. Looks really good over white though. It almost looks tan. So if you're using these type of polishes over dark colors, maybe go a couple shades lighter than what you want. Like this looks tan and I'm using orange. So if you wanted a medium blue, maybe use a light blue. Next I'm going to use Take Flight. picked up really well. Oh, that looks great. Yeah, that looks really good. Not too bad. Definitely muted though. Okay, and finally, this is Indigo Skies. Oh, I guess I got that all. Yeah. Over white, it looks great. Not expecting much over black because this is a fairly dark color, but maybe I'll be surprised. Yeah, definitely doesn't show up too well over black. So out of these, I would say, I love the orange New Horizons and Sunny Side Up. And Field of Wonder. The other three or four, meh. The red is okay, pinky red, and purple is not my thing. And I'm surprised that I didn't love Sour Time to Shine. But I hope you enjoyed, and I hope the addition of Will It Stamp was valuable to you. What was your favorite? Let me know down in the comments. As always, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and have a great day.